Welcome to the story of Japan, a nation with a rich and complex history stretching back over 2 millennia. From ancient myths to cutting-edge technology, Japan's journey has been one of resilience, innovation, and transformation. Let's take a quick dive into the entire history of Japan. Japan's history begins over 30,000 years ago in the Paleolithic period. The first people to inhabit Japan likely came from the Asian mainland. They lived by hunting, fishing, and gathering. Prehistoric Japan was a world of stone tools and primitive dwellings. Around 10,000 BCE, Japan entered the Shogun Period, known for its distinctive pottery and early forms of religion and ritual. These early settlers were creative and innovative, developing advanced methods of fishing, hunting, and crafting. Around 300 BCE, the Yayoi people arrived. They brought with them new technologies like wet rice farming, metalworking, and weaving. These advances helped form the foundation of Japan's early civilization. By 250 CE, Japan entered the Kofun period, named after the large burial mounds built for the aristocracy. This is when Japan's first powerful clans began to form, and a sense of centralized leadership took shape. In the 6th century, Japan was introduced to Buddhism from Korea and China. This transformed both Japanese culture and society, influencing everything from art and architecture to politics. The Nara Period, beginning in 710, saw Japan's first permanent capital in Nara. The imperial family became more established, and Japan's first legal code was written, solidifying the centralization of government. In 794, Japan's capital moved to Heian-kyo, which is modern-day Kyoto, marking the start of the Heian period. This era is famous for its flourishing culture, especially in the arts, literature, and court life. The tale of Genji, written by the lady-in-waiting Murasaki Shikibu, became one of the world's first novels. Meanwhile, the beauty of Japanese gardens, tea ceremonies, and the aesthetic of mono no aware, the beauty of impermanence, became central to Japanese life. By the late 12th century, Japan entered a time of political turmoil and war. The samurai, a warrior class, rose to prominence during the Kamakura period, from 1185 to 1333, as military leaders took control of the country from the imperial court. The Minamoto clan won the Genpei War, establishing the first shogunate, a military government. For the next 700 years, Japan would be ruled by various samurai-led shogunates, most notably the Kamakura, Ashikaga, and Tokugawa shogunates. The Ashikaga shogunate saw a period of instability with the Onin War from 1467 to 1477, which led to the Sengoku period, also known as the Warring States period. This was a time of intense civil war, with various warlords fighting for control of the country. By the early 17th century, the Tokugawa shogunate, led by Tokugawa Ieyasu, emerged victorious, uniting Japan and beginning the peaceful Edo period, which lasted from 1603 to 1868. The country closed itself off from the outside world, entering a period of isolation. In 1853, American Commodore Matthew Perry arrived in Japan, forcing it to open up to the West. This led to the fall of the Tokugawa shogunate and the restoration of imperial rule in 1868. The Meiji Restoration began a period of rapid modernization. Japan industrialized quickly, adopting Western technology, fashion, and military strategies. By the turn of the century, Japan was recognized as a major world power. By the early 20th century, Japan had become an imperial power, colonizing Korea and parts of China. In 1937, Japan began a brutal invasion of China, which escalated into World War II. Japan's expansionist policies led to its involvement in World War II, culminating in the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in 1945. The war ended with Japan's surrender, and the nation was left devastated. After the war, Japan was occupied by Allied forces, led by the United States. In 1947, Japan adopted a new pacifist constitution, and by the 1960s, it had become one of the world's largest economies, known for its innovative technology, automobile industry, and pop culture. Today, Japan is a global leader in technology, culture, and economic power. It remains a place where ancient traditions and cutting-edge innovation exist side by side. From its ancient origins to its modern-day influence on the world stage, Japan's history is a testament to its resilience and adaptability. Its story is far from over, and as it continues to evolve, Japan remains a unique blend of the past and the future. Thank you for joining us on this brief journey through the entire history of Japan. Until next time, sayonara. This video was brought to you by Before World Travel. If you enjoyed this history dive, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.